now we have Cosolix versus Stingray. The head-to-head is 2-2. These are the best Rocket Lancers to ever do it. But not only that, Stingray, he's playing Nai.
Okay, he's leaning into his spear. So Queen Nai, this isn't Queen Nai Never Die. He's taken out defense to go into movement speed. But for all of those wondering, Queen Nai did get some signature buffs in the most recent patch, and that is to say, or not most recent, but the last bound patch, Queen Nai got some signature buffs. And I remember, Flambo, we talked about this, and we were like, here's all the things that you could do if they connect, right? But that's the problem. They take a very long time to even exist. But we'll see how Stingray is able to do with it. He's amazing with Orion signatures, and Orion's another character that we barely ever see. So let's see how his Queen Nai works in this game against Cosolix. It feels like Cosolix is the only player in North America that players have to pick these wonky, not usually picked characters against, right? Little Cap with the Taros, not usually on it. And now Stingray with the Queen Nai. Okay, let's see what he's got planned.
I mean, right? He has to. Oh, nice sidelights there. But for Stingray, he kind of has to base his entire game plan around how do I think I can compete with Cosolix on the ground, because that is where he's going to be, and he's not going to stop with that game plan. And I guess he felt like this Nai was the answer. Now, I have no idea what Stingray's guitars are like. I have no clue. But so far, the fact, look at how he's dash jumping, right? That's how you make Nai look fast. Because I promise you, she is not. But the addition of dash to the game was such a happy time for Queen Nai's players. It was like they all popped off in the best way possible, because they finally had something to make their character a little bit quicker. But to keep up with some of the faster legends, granted, Ogrim being one of them, it's a tough time.
Yeah, and something that Dash does not benefit or improve or change in any way is your aerial mobility, which movement speed also affects. And that's something that a lot of people have trouble with when they're playing a character like Queen Nai. As we see, whenever Stingray does take to the skies, he's not moving as much as he could on a character like Hattori.
Okay.
Ooh, but nice down. Okay, he went for it twice. All right, down it.
He would, though.
I mean, you gotta utilize that kit to the fullest, right?
And I mean, his movement's looking kind of nice, but so far, I mean, he's not really able to touch Cosolix for more than maybe a hit or two. He hasn't really been able to find a sidelight. Finally finds one right there. Ooh. Whoa, what the heck?
That came so close. That was an amazing read with the neutral. I got the neutral signature right afterwards. And Cosolix with 2 quick recoveries on arm takes him off the top, but that was a lot of damage coming out from Queen Nai. That was the full duration of the neutral sig too. Getting carried up by that is very painful.
Sidelight, dash forward, dash back, and sig. Okay. Well, I mean, Stingray, he's trying to make it happen, man. He needs one more clean hit on the Cosolix. I don't know how he's going to find it. He's been having a tough time finding a way in with those Katars, and Cosolix is just having a field day, punishing every whipped hitbox. That's Sayer as well. Not really going to do it, man. I don't know how he's going to find the hit. He needs to get like a D-Light into gravity cancel N-Sig on Spear. That'll do it.
You got to get Spear ground pound again. That's actually the way.
Yeah.
Right? You got to go for the helicopter moves. Be able to get those finishers. Oh, okay. The down sig got the dodge end read for Stingray, and he evens up the stocks. And this is Queen Nai. You can KO with the side sig in light yellow, honestly, if he is able to get the connect. Oh, he falls all the way down with that nair. Wait, his guitar is actually crazy. Oh, he jumps into the recovery. No, it was so close. Cosolix on the verge. I bet you Cosolix hits that recovery and he goes, nice. I didn't even have to do it. Right? It's like I was just getting back to the stage, man. I don't know why you jumped in front of that. It's like, this is just a train on some tracks. There's no reason. You gotta be playing chicken, but he gets hit by it, and he goes off the top left of the screen. Cosolix nearly getting upset in that game 1 to Stingray's guitars, and that was some wrenched movement there. Like, when you hit with a sidelight and you go for that chain dodge down with the nair, that's like something that you see true guitar mains only do. So I'm excited for this game number 2, even though it wasn't really that close.
And if there's anything I do love about the way Stingray plays the game, is that he reminds me a lot of Noel with some of the options that he goes for. He's like, I don't, there's no guarantee that this is going to work, but you see no hesitation when he goes for it. And if it doesn't work, it's like, oh, this is kind of awkward. But when it works, it works. You can clearly tell he had an idea. Oh, how'd you dodge that?
No. Oh, what? That makes... Dude, that was the right read.
Cosolix is hacking.
I'm feeling a little salty for Stingray, but he is still going through. He's playing a lot of these down sigs. That time he held the charge a little bit on the neutral sig, takes him off the top. Man,
Queen Nai.
we're seeing Queen Nai Sigs utilized pretty well.
Man.
I'm very excited about it. And this is against Cosolix, right? Cosolix just taken down Little Cap to get into winter semis, top 8. But we'll see. Stingray is down a game. Cosolix is the one in the lead in this set.
Oh. Yes. Stingray. Cosolix,
So-
what you got?
Something that Queen Nai has that I feel like very few characters have, if none at all, is that down sig reaches so incredibly far that in a game where especially players like to dash forward and back like Cosolix does, you can just dash forward, dash back, put out the down sig, and it covers the entire right side or left side of the stage for you. And it will cover a spot dodge too. We saw him hit Cosolix spot dodging a few times with it. So cool utilization from the spear. But he has to have a weapon first to be able to continue utilizing those SIGs. There it is. Picks it up. Guitars are found, but Cosolix taking the damage. A nice silent recovery. Tons of damage going on to Stingray's Queen Nai.
Stingray looking for another hit here. Everyone got to change up against Cosolix. Here we go. Stingray with the Sair. He's just getting his hits in. You know, he's not trying to go too crazy with it. Oh my goodness. He's
That was so close.
shaving Cosolix's head,
That
man.
would
It
have
is
been
crazy.
it too. Oh, Queen Nai side sig. Silent recovery does it, but I'm just like, it's been a long time since I've casted a Queen Nai that wasn't just picked once in a set.
Right.
But when it was very popular, remembering STTP Wilson with side sigs taking people out on orange every game, I mean, I'll never forget it.
This used to be Hermeson's thing too, you know, but now we got Stingray, and Stingray in general kind of made his claim to fame by using a legend that's not meta in general. You know, everyone's like, all right, this legend's pretty good, but not meta, and Stingray just kind of sticking to that. You know, I'm gonna pick another legend that does the exact same thing. Not popular, but I'm gonna prove I can keep up with the best, and so far he's behind by quite a bit, but that's a way to bring things back right to the jaw of Cosolix there.
I mean, sure, pressure your opponent with Queen Nai signatures as if they're light attacks. Totally. Not hard or difficult at all to do, right? Like that man, Stingray is playing incredibly, but he's still down, and Cosolix could take this and be 2-0 up. But that's the second time we see down, third time that we see down or down sig work. Oh my goodness.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what, because what I was gonna say, I was like, I gotta redact that. I gotta redact that because it was too profound.
You can't. I mean, okay. The first double down air down sig didn't work, right? So of course the second one would, and then the neutral sig catching grounded dead center straight up went straight up the top. I don't know. We're going back to small Brawlhaven. Okay. It's 1-1. Stingray on the Queen Nai. Absolute mastery over the signature kit. Cosolix has got to be scared of this now. Every single Qatar down air hits, I'd be thinking about a down sig at this point, because why go for any other follow up? It's so much damage. Okay. Stingray's in his head. He's in my head, actually. He's not
You know what's cracking me up, man? Like, Stingray, like, I feel like this is the most, like, garage band guitars play I've ever seen. Like, there's nothing, like, crazy about any of the strings he's doing. It's just like, he's just, you know, throwing out a move and then waiting and then trying to punish. He's not going for even side light, dash into D-light, you know, the guaranteed stuff. He's just like, I'm just going to wait. And it's working, man. Even that KO he got on Cosolix at the end of that last game, that was like Baby's day one mix-up. I'm going to use this SIG twice, and now he's going to look out for that SIG, and I'm going to use the other one. He's not, he's just making it break down to the fundamentals. And it's just crazy.
And he succeeds with that on Orion, too. And it's interesting because a lot of the times what struggling new players will have the most problems with are characters like Orion and Queen Nai, because their signatures, while being very slow, are difficult for people to deal with without knowing what they are. But yet he's making it feel like it's the same situation against a player's experience as Cosolix. And that's what's so exciting about how good he is at signatures. As I say this, though, nair after nair hitting from Cosolix, Stingray not having nearly as good of a time in game number 3 as he did in game 2. And keep in mind, game 2 was a comeback. That was like, okay, signature hits, he's gone. Deleted. Side sig comes through.
And he's keeping the guitars here. He doesn't want the spear. He's going to fight Cosolix with these guitars, showing what the Queen Nai is all about, taking some pages out of Subaru Koto's book, and it's working out here. Look at that. Gets going for a little bit more of the extended strings now, maybe. Just wanting to see what's going on here. Nice D-light for the anti-air. And if you can get under the Rocket Lance with that D-light, it can actually be a very tough time. Once the guitars get in on the Rocket Lance, it can actually have a pretty tough time pushing them back out. And I think that's what Stingray's going for here. I mean, just look how Cosolix seems almost lost here. Can't figure out how to hit him.
Yeah, Stingray is making Queen Nai look the fastest that I've ever seen her. It's still not that fast, but it's fast enough that he's being able to mix up Cosolix's dodges and nairs and not get hit, because that entire stock was him basically bringing the game back to a state where if he hits a side sig or a neutral sig right now, it's dead even.
See, he went for it right there. You didn't get punished to it too heavily either. Goes for a Sair. Cost gonna recover high. He's gonna let him come back down. Tries to anti-air him. The D-Light barely missing. There we go again. Just woo!
Oh my goodness, that matters a lot. That's huge. like a really good weapon throw. I like to say you should never not go for a weapon throw if you're very confident with both your weapons, because things like that can happen, right? Players will just drift into it and lose their stock if they're not expecting it. And Stingray still on the guitars, got a stock for his trouble, because I don't feel like Cosolix should have been gone there. But that neutral sig came so close.
We now don't die. Oh my!
Yeah, even with that movement speed stance. Oh, he down airs to safety, gets through with the nair. This is so scary because I feel like Cosolix is on the verge of losing his stock. Okay, gets it in. Nair recovery.
That felt way closer than it should have been. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't. I mean, damage-wise, like, all right, Cosolix has a hefty lead, but it really did feel like at any moment, Stingray could have just put the switch on, gone for a one read into Ensig, and Cosolix would have been gone.
Okay, so with the back against the wall, now a 2-1 score for Cosolix in the lead. Stingray goes to his tried and true, the Black Knight, back to Brawlhalla. Let's see how game number 4 goes. Was that just Stingray saying, hey, I could do this with Queen Nai, and is like, I don't even need Orion to beat you, and then goes, okay, fine, I'll use my true power? We're about to find out. We're seeing a merry-go-round of lance snares.
Might be. This is his final form, and so far, I mean, he's gotten the first few hits in. Cosolix looking a little outclassed right now, getting juggled around. Needs to get his footing once again. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, for those that don't remember, we usually talk about Stingray and how good he is at lance, and Queen Nai didn't even have a lance, right? It was
He said, I'm sleep. Bring me a challenge. That's what Stingray said with that
two Orion neutral sigs. Oh no, he gets the nair to recovery at low damage too. Tons of damage coming through. Stingray going back to center stage. Nice dash jump side air. Gets Cosolix before Cosolix can open him up. Continuing to control center stage. Cosolix does get some damage back. Side sig. All right, could even it up.
Cosolix trying to talk to him here, trying to get back to his kind of fundamental game plan of owning the base platform, grounded with his movement. He's going to be able to do that here. Probably needs another sidelight recovery to get the KO. I don't know if a raw recovery will do it at this damage. Might be pretty close here. Oh, this is good damage, though. There we go. Wow. Cosolix brings it back.
What an amazing stock from Cosolix there, being able to take that string all the way to the very edge and a very snappy recovery to finish off the stock. Stingray still solidly in the lead, goes for that sidelight. I thought he was side-singing him for sure there. He went for a sidelight in the weight. I'm like, that's a signature follow-up. Fully charged the down six. Only takes a nair for it.
Okay, I like that. At least he was able to get a nair until it looks like that down air afterward, because I was surprised he didn't just immediately dash in for the sidelight. Cosolix, there we go, the sidelight nair. Once again, holding the base platform. Beautiful Sair from Stingray, though. Burns out the dodge. Oh, whoa, interesting. I don't know about that, but didn't work out for Stingray there. He's still looking for the final blow here, and that'll do it.
That will do it. Cosolix now into 1 stock, but not his winner's bracket stock. Cosolix is up 2-1. Stingray being forced onto the Orion after the Queen Nai did not work out, but the Orion looking so much stronger against Cosolix's Macho Man. Now with the axe, is trying to get some sidelight in, but Stingray keeps sairing him away, keeping him off of him.
Oh, no punish. Wow, I love that backstep into the neutral light from Cosolix. Gets a little bit extra damage here, and now he can start fishing for the KO on the second stock of Stingray. What an anti-air, man. That was perfectly timed.
Oh, but Cosolix hits the silent recovery, evens up the stocks, and this is still a really close game. Olgrim side sig, not quite as oppressive as Queen Nai side sig, but still pretty good at KOing on small Brawlhalla.
Yeah, because for Stingray here, he needs to win this one and bring it to a game 5. Cosolix just needs one more dub on the board. And look at how he's backstepping right now. He's trying to get... Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my goodness! What? Oh! Oh! That... Right. Oh. Absolutely sniped, destroyed. Wait.
Wow.
Okay, well, the replay's coming up, but I was... Wait.
Bro, look at this hitbox. Look at this. Hold on, come on. Come on, let me see that.
They're starting the game, but we can delay the first few seconds of it.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for this.
This is important. This is history.
Side air. Oh, man. He had to slide charge that a little bit to get that reach. I refuse to believe that side sig on Orion reaches that far in its own, but I didn't see it. Man, okay, we're in the game. Cosolix forced off of Olgrim for the first time in a while. Now onto the Scarlets to fight against Stingray in game number 5.
Oh man, here we go. This is a set.
I guess
This is
Cosolix
a
wants his
set.
own super crazy far-reaching land side sig, and that's why he's gone over to the Scarlet. Let's find out what happens as Stingray's not fighting him in the land citadel just yet. Has the shovel. Well, I guess they're both shovels. That's the Black Knight, but it's a spear.
But it's like, yeah, if the Black Knight is Stingray's final form, then Scarlet is Cosolix's final form, man. And so far, I mean, it's doing the job, right? A D-Sig will probably KO right now. He goes for sidelight recovery. Might hit just hard enough because of Scarlet's raw damage stat.
Yeah, Scarlet hits hard. Like absurdly hard, and has some really good signatures for edge guarding as well. That silent recovery hits, and Stingray not as flashy with the finishers this time. That was where Cosolix was finding most of his KOs. Now Stingray doing the same, takes a small lead. 2 nairs in the neutral stick. Oh, Stingray, that's all the extra credit he needs. He makes it past the weapon throw, and the nairs are coming out once again. Down air, dash back, but he didn't get the jump read, but he still has complete control over Cosolix so far as another nair hits.
Oh man, he is smothering Cosolix right now. Cosolix trying to get his footing in neutral here. Can't find hit. There we go. Finds the sidelight recovery. He's going to be able to bring the stock count back to even, but he's already in the orange. Stingray got so many extra hits and an unarmed neutral light. There's nothing that feels worse than having someone come back with invulnerability and hitting you during that time. That's the time where you're supposed to be starving them. But no, Stingray has an item. Oh, there we go. Rocket Lance in hand.
Oh, silent recovery. He gets it. Cosolix is now a winner's bracket stock. Stingray is 1 stock away from getting into winners finals to fight up against Cody Travis. And Cody Travis versus Stingray winners finals. Can he do it? Cosolix is fighting back. Has no damage on Stingray's stock yet. Silent Slider went for the down sig. Just barely didn't hit, but Stingray's continuing to get more damage, and Cosolix finally hits back.
Oh my goodness, man. Cosolix, he's trying to find the hits, bro. There we go. Gets a falling neutral air. Gets punished immediately for throwing out another hitbox. Oh, that's going to be a free 2-piece. You see he goes for the read to try to carry him off stage. Oh, man.
I like that Stingray keeps going for the down sig. The laser beams just don't quite hit. Nair hits. Dodged in place, waits, doesn't get the back end of the nair, and the silent recovery does send Stingray flying without a weapon. Cosolix primes up that hammer, silent side air, even game in stocks. Cosolix not in the red yet. I mean, he's certainly a side sig away from losing, but can Cosolix do it? Keeps it denied, neutral light and down light. Gets the damage on the board.
And I love that he went for the Sayer there too, because if he went for silent recovery, it wouldn't have KO'd. The read from Stingray, blowing up Cosolix. The beam from the rear of the lance, sending him straight into the loser's bracket. Stingray. Woof.
Yeah, Stingray's done it. Downlight into neutral sig for the finish. What an amazing Orion. And we have Brawlhalla versus the Black Knight in winners finals. Potentially, unless he goes Queen Eye again. Who knows? I mean, Stingray can apparently play anything that players don't consider competitively viable and get in top 3 of a tournament with it. Why not? Stingray, amazing play against Cosolix. Cosolix, really great set play, but goes down 2-3, is now in the lower brackets, waiting to fight against the winner of Santi and Faison. We are going to take a